Now, we also have with us this morning Congressman Ryan Costello joining us this morning. Congressman, welcome to the program. As I understand it, you missed your ride to that baseball practice where the shooting occurred. Is that the correct, is that accurate, sir?
Yeah, I missed it by 2 minutes, and then I was waiting in the gym for someone else to carpool with, and no one showed up, so I was in my practice uniform and everything, and at that point in time just got ready for work.
Can I say that political Washington is thoroughly shocked and stunned by this development?
Yes, and very sad and very concerned right now for those who were shot. Obviously, Steve Scalise is a well-known, well-respected, well-liked person in Congress, but there were also congressional staffers who, and Steve Scalise's security detail, who have friends and family and work hard every day here in the halls of Congress, who were also shot, and everybody's just praying that they're okay.
What's the general reaction to the political background, the political rhetoric that we've been seeing, the extremism that we've been seeing in our political life recently? Is there any feeling amongst Republicans that this is partly to blame for what happened today?
I think it's, for me, a little too early to associate one with the other. I do think that our political culture and the anger that is out there as a consequence of our political culture makes people a bit more agitated than would normally be the case. I don't know the psyche of the shooter or what he would say was his reason for committing this heinous act, but I will say that as a member of Congress, particularly this session, this is my second term, as opposed to my first term, I feel I take more precaution now than I ever did before, given some of the feedback and phone calls and social media that we get. And I think that that will continue. And obviously, I don't necessarily broadcast where I'm going to be, when I'm going to be there, or the format, because it only takes one crazy person to do something that would alter your life and the life of your family and friends forever.
So you missed your ride to the practice game where the shooting occurred. Then you heard that the shooting had occurred. What was your reaction?
Well, so I looked up at my television and heard baseball practice shooting Congress, and I looked up and it was the field that I practice at every day. And it took me 5 seconds to realize it was reality, and I've just been glued to the television ever since, responding to people asking if I'm okay. What really has now altered my psyche for the moment is the video of Steve on a stretcher going into the ambulance. That, for an hour I was okay, now I'm not okay because of that.
You appear shaken. If I may say so, Congressman, you appear shaken.
I am. I worry. Could have been me.
Do you think
it could have been other people on that field that were there that were just lucky that it didn't spray them?
Yes, because the shooter had a long gun and a lot of ammunition. The shooting spree went on for at least 5 minutes. It's extraordinary that the damage was not more serious than it is.
Yeah, for me, obviously I feel a little selfish thinking about how it could have been me and how close I would have been to him and I would have been in the line of fire, because the reality is I wasn't there and I was fortunate and other people weren't so fortunate, and I'm just praying that they're okay, and I'm really praying that their families are developing a sense of comfort that their loved ones are going to be okay and that this is going to turn out okay for them. And I think that that's what everybody uniformly feels.
Feeling the way you feel, do you think that other Republicans will now start to come together more to pass the president's legislative agenda? I don't mean to be mixing things here, but that thought has occurred to a lot of people. This is a shock to the political system to come together at times like this. Will you?
I haven't even thought about that. I have thought about, and I pray for the day when we hear that every single person who's a victim is okay, is up and is walking and is cognitive, and that Steve can walk back on the floor to a round of applause for his hard work, and that everybody, hopefully, and I pray, this is what I'm praying about, that everybody is okay. The lessons to be learned, the concerns over safety, what this means to people's legislative agenda, that can wait. That can wait till after my interview's over and maybe a couple more days, because this is a very difficult thing for me to personally process.
So we really thank you for appearing with us this morning and telling us how you feel and what's going on. We appreciate it, sir. Ryan Costello, Congressman. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.